Imagine hiring a new teammate. This person works 24/7, they never make a single mistake, and they get complex stuff done while you're asleep. Now, this isn't science fiction. It's the promise of what we call agentic AI. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. You can't just unleash the superstar on your business and hope for the best. If you point an AI at a chaotic process, all you're going to get is chaos, just a whole lot faster. See, before you can automate anything, you have to get clear. So let's talk about the one simple map you need to build first.
And this isn't just some hypothetical. This was a real-life fire drill for a major auto supplier who was shipping out bad parts. Their biggest customer was literally about to walk out the door. This is that moment where a tiny process flaw becomes a massive business-ending threat. Now just think for a second. What if they had tried to automate that process with an AI? It would have shipped thousands of faulty parts before a single human even noticed. The stakes for getting clarity are higher now than they've ever been.
So what if you had a kind of X-ray vision for your business? The power to see a perfect step-by-step blueprint of how work actually gets done. A map so clear that an autonomous AI agent could just read it and get started right away. Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into today. A simple tool that turns all that hidden complexity into a clear, executable plan. You know, inside pretty much every company, there's what's known as a hidden factory. It's the sum of all the rework, all the delays, all the time you and your team spend fixing mistakes. This factory, it doesn't make any products. It only produces waste. And trust me, it's costing you a fortune. More importantly, this hidden factory is a total minefield for automation. It's where brilliant AI agents go to get stuck, confused, and ultimately to fail. And think about this number for a minute. 95%. Well, it's wild. It means in most businesses, for every 1 hour of actual productive work getting done, there are 19 hours of just waiting, things sitting around. It's not just inefficient, it's like digital quicksand for any automation you try to build. An AI agent is built for speed, right? But it's just going to spend 95% of its time twiddling its thumbs if your process is full of these waiting traps. We've got to fix the flow first. So the big question is, how do we give our future AI teammates a clear map to follow? Well, the tool for the job is called a SIPOC diagram. Now, don't let the weird acronyms scare you off. Seriously, just think of it as a simple one-page instruction manual that you're going to hand to your new digital employee. At its core, that is all a SIPOC is. It's a tool that's built for one thing: clarity. It's designed to get everyone and everything, including your AI, on the exact same page. It shows you where a process starts, where it ends, and the 5 key stages in between. It creates a common language for getting things done right. Okay, let's build one together, right now. A SIPOC map always starts with your S, for suppliers. Pretty straightforward, right? Who are the people or the systems that give you what you need to get the process started? Next up is I, for inputs. What exactly are those suppliers giving you? Is it data? Is it physical materials? Is it a customer request? This is the specific thing an AI can be trained to look for and to validate. Then you've got P, for the process itself. This is the heart of the map. What are the main high-level steps that turn those inputs into something valuable? This becomes the core workflow your AI is going to execute. And those steps, they create your O, the outputs. This is the finished product, the final report, the completed service. Your AI can be programmed to format, visualize, and get these outputs ready to go. And finally, who receives those outputs? That's your C, the customer. This is where an AI can handle all the distribution, the security, the notifications, the whole shebang. Suppliers, inputs, process, outputs, customer. That's it. That's your entire value chain on a single page, totally ready for automation. Okay, I know this might still feel a bit abstract, so let's make it super tangible. We're going to map out a process that every single one of us understands: fulfilling an online order. Just watch how these 5 columns snap together to create a perfect blueprint. So for an online order, who are the suppliers? Well, it's the customer and the payment gateway. The inputs, that's the web order and the payment confirmation. The process is simple. You receive the order, you pick and pack the item, and then you ship the package. What are the outputs? The shipped package and that all-important tracking info. And of course, the customer is the online shopper. See how clear that is? Now you can literally point to the spots where an AI agent fits in. It can watch for the order, trigger the warehouse, and automatically send the tracking info. The map tells the AI exactly what to do. Now, here's the most important part. We don't just create this map to feel good about ourselves and hang it on a wall. Nope. This blueprint is the actual key that unlocks real bottom-line results. It is the very first step you take from manual chaos to automated mastery. Because once you can see the process this clearly, you start asking completely different questions. You start saying, hey, where are the delays in AI could just totally eliminate? Or which of these manual steps are just begging to be automated? This map doesn't just get your team on the same page, it gives you a precise game plan to use AI where it'll have the biggest impact, so you can deliver more value, faster, and with way fewer mistakes. And the results? They can be staggering. Companies that really lean into this approach have seen a 50 to 80% reduction in waste. Now, that's not just a small efficiency gain, that's a massive injection of cash right back into your business. That's the kind of ROI that makes building and deploying these autonomous AI agents an absolute no-brainer. Okay, I really want this to be more than just interesting information for you. I want you to take your first real step toward automation this week. So here's a simple 3-step plan to create your very first automation blueprint. First, just pick one process, anything that's repetitive or kind of frustrating. You know the one I'm talking about. Second, grab a whiteboard or a piece of paper and just sketch out the SIPOC for it. It doesn't have to be pretty. And third, find just one win. Identify one single step and try to automate it with a simple tool like Zapier, Make, or even a custom GPT. That's it. That's your first taste of what an automated workflow feels like. Ultimately, this whole thing is about empowerment. When you hand over all the repetitive, process-driven stuff to AI agents, your team is freed from their little silos. They can finally see the whole picture and focus on what humans do best, solving tricky problems, thinking strategically, and creating real, lasting value. Clarity is always the first step. Once you map your process, you have the blueprint for flawless, automated execution. So the question is no longer if your competitors are going to use AI agents to out-execute you. The real question is, which process are you going to map first to beat them to it? Follow for more real-life lessons on how to build your own automated enterprise.